Okay, guys, a very warm welcome to my lesson for today. Busisiwe Grace and Langley. Guys, how are we doing that side? Are we all okay?
I'm fine.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I'm not really sure. I was able to hear Langley responding. I'm not sure if the other one was Busisiwe or Grace. Busisiwe and Grace, are we okay that side?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. So I think my screen is sharing. Yes, okay, then it's fine. So guys, in today's lesson, I think there is a need for us to emphasize this type of equation. So how we are going to be doing today's lesson, I will give each of you guys an opportunity to choose a question that you think it might be difficult for you to work out, or a question that you think maybe not one that you think, but one that you would like to see how it can be worked out. I'm going to do that, and then I will also choose for you guys to work them out. Let's see. Anglihle, they usually say ladies first. So let me choose from these two honorable members. Okay, alphabetically, Bosisiwe, can you see these questions under exercise 4A? Can you choose one that you would like to see how it can be worked out? I will work it out, and I'm also going to choose for you. So which one, Bosisiwe? I hope you can clearly see.
Yes, sir. Sir, may you please do A5.
A5, okay. A5, that one I can see. And let me just insert a blank page there. I'm going to copy that A5. Where is that? It looks like I've inserted. Okay, maybe let me insert it there. No, it still won't work. Okay, I think I've got an idea. I will just check it on my other device because I'm trying to zoom in and out. A5, okay. I've got it on my other device. I'll just write there and say this is A, number 5. It's what you requested, which is 2 into 1 minus 2n close over 3, this being equals to -6. Okay, so what happens here, honorable members, is that at all the times when you have a maths problem, if you do not know where to start, just look for where there are brackets. BODMAS starts with letter B. That B stands for brackets. So that means at all the times when you don't know where to start, always start where there are brackets. We don't want to see brackets when we have maths equations. How do we remove the brackets? Obviously, you will do that by that, that by that. Brackets means multiply. So whatever that is outside, you multiply. All that is inside, that's how you remove the brackets, which means we are having 2 times 1, which is 2, minus 2 times 2, which is 4. You still have m there, over 3, which is equals to -6. So because I've got a fraction on the left-hand side, I will just also force this one to be a fraction. So when it's like this, there are many ways in which you can work it out, but we will do it that way, which you will have to do for every maths problem, where you can just say, okay, my LCD I will just take those denominators as they are, just so that I'm going to multiply this fraction with that, and I'm going to multiply that fraction with that same thing. So maybe let me not take shortcuts and say, you see that 3 and 1, it will multiply that fraction of 2 minus 4m over 3, which is equals to, again, that same thing will multiply that fraction of negative 6 over 1, just so that these can cancel with that. Then it's like you have 1 that multiplies the whole of that, of which it remains as it is, because when you multiply it by a 1, it doesn't change. So that means this 1, it multiplies 2, it also multiplies negative 4. So that means, for example, if it wasn't 1 there, maybe it was a 4. That 4 would multiply 2 and again multiply that. So it's more like it multiplies each term. Okay, now equals 2. You see that 1 cancels with that 1. Then you have 3 that multiplies 6. I think it's 18. You must just remember the negative sign, so that it's negative 18. Then you want to remain with the letter on the left. You will take this to the other side. It will therefore become negative 18 minus 2, negative 4, m equals 2, negative 20. I think if you divide both sides by negative 4, that's how you remove that, just so that you will remain with m, which is what you are looking for. Negative cancels with that. This into that, I think it goes 5 times. And that should be the end of it. Maybe let me start with a Bosisiwe. Bosisiwe, did you see what I've done there, honorable member? Does it make sense? Or have you got any questions for me on that one?
So it makes sense.
Okay, then it's fine. Gracie and Langlihle, did you guys understand? Any questions from your side?
No, sir.
No question. Okay. Gracie, then let's come to you, honorable member. Which question would you like to choose? And Litle, as I do this, just also check for one that you will be choosing. I'm trying to, I don't know why, unless if it's still saving. I'm trying to scroll, but it's not scrolling. Okay. Gracie, which one do you choose, honorable member?
Sir, can you do number 9?
Number 9. Okay. Let me just circle that and say that was chosen again. This is what I'm about to do. Okay, then it's fine. Let me insert a blank page there. W over 2 minus 4, I think. No, over 4 minus 2. Okay, this is equals to W plus 4. This is being divided by 6. Yes, I think I've copied it correctly. Okay, so Gracie, you see there, I do not have the brackets. So that means I won't need to worry about removing the brackets because they are not there. Okay, so now I can see I'm dealing with an equation because I have an equal sign. So I've got fractions. That means I will need to always remember LCD. But now there is this one which is not a fraction. Then you just force it to be a fraction by dividing it by 1. Okay, so now that means my LCD, I will just take these denominators exactly as they are. The reason why I do it this way, Grace, is because when you have to do this involving the letters, it won't be easy for you to just pick that one number which represents your LCD. So you will just have to take the denominators exactly as they are, then you multiply everything by the denominator. Let me please rotate that because I might need enough space there, because I want to show you guys as I multiply everything by that, just so that you will see as they cancel. So that means you see that 4, 1, and that 6, they must multiply that first fraction minus that same thing again. It must multiply that fraction of 2 over 1. This is equals to that same thing being 4, 1, and 6. It must multiply that W plus 4 over 6. Trust me, honorable members, if you do this, then you are almost done. Because all that you have to do, it is just to cancel that with that. It's like you have 1 times 6, which is 6 times W, then you end up having 6W. And then this one cancels with that one. It's like you have, let's say 4 times 6. What is 4 times 6? 28. No, is it 24? Isn't it 24? 4 times 6 is 24. 24 times 2, being that 2, it's 48. Which is equals to, then that 6 cancels with that 6. Be careful here. Be very careful here. Because this is not one term, then it must be considered to be inside the brackets. Unlike this one, it was just one term. That one was just a one term, but this one is 1, 2 terms. So that means you have 4 times 1, which is what? Which is 4. So that 4, it has to multiply that W and that 4. That is the tricky part about this question. So that means you still have your 6W. You rewrite it as it is because you are mainly interested in removing that bracket where you have 4W plus, I think that is 16. I hope I'm correct with that 48, honorable members, because let's see, 2 times 6 is 12. 12 is 1, 2. 1 times 4 is 1, it's 4. 4 times 2 is 8, yes. Okay, so now I'll take this to the other side, meaning I'm having 6W where I minus 4W because I want, already I have 16, then this one, it comes as a visitor. That's why it changes the sign, changes the currency. Meaning this minus that, it will give you 2W, which is equals to, what is that plus that? You minus 2, they take it there, it makes it 50, 64. I think this is 64. So then you remove that 2. By removing that 2, you do that and that. That means W will be equals 2. It goes 3 times. It goes 2 times. Is that 32? Then this should be the end of it. Remember, guys, me, I'm done with grade 9. Me, I'm done with grade 12. I did civil engineering at UJ. So I am qualified to use my head, honorable members. But for you, you need to punch on your calculator, because if you try to use your head and it misleads you, then you're going to fail, honorable members. But for me, I don't have that worry because I've used calculator during my time and I was able to pass my matric. So with you guys seeing me trying to work out some things using my head, do not try that at home. Do not try that in exam room. I hope you guys were able to clearly hear me on that one. Gracie, are you satisfied with that one, honorable member? It looks like Gracie forgot to unmute herself. Bosisiwe and Langlihle, did you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gracie, can you confirm, honorable member? Are you okay there?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. Langlihle, it is now your turn, honorable member. Okay, let's just wait for that to save. And then from there, you can choose. Let's see. Saving image. Okay, I'm not really sure why it takes that long, but it always takes that long. Okay, it looks like okay, let me do that. Langlihle, which one do you choose, honorable member?
Choose number 7.
Number 3.
No, number 7.
Number 7. Okay, and let me circle that. Okay, let me insert a blank page and then I'll copy that. So for number 7, we've got x plus 5 over 3. And let me do that. X plus 5 over 3. And then 11 minus x. This is equals to 11 minus x. Okay, Langlihle. So this one, honorable member, it is also an equation, meaning we are going to solve for the unknown, which is represented by a letter. So in this case, the letter is letter x. And when you look at that, you realize on the left, you've got a fraction. So you will also force these two terms to be a fraction. Okay, so now what will be that LCD? So you just take those denominators exactly as they are, just so that you can multiply each term by that. So now I will also not take shortcuts and say that 3, 1, and again 1. It will just have to multiply that first term, which is x plus 5 over 3. This is equals to, again, that same thing. It has to multiply that 11 over 1. And again, that same thing, it has to multiply that x over 1. Okay. So you will therefore notice that this will cancel with that. Now it's like you've got 1 that multiplies 1, which is just 1, and it multiplies the whole of that, then it just remains as it is. Meaning it remains as x plus 5, which is equals to, then this one, you see that one, it will cancel with that one. Then it's like you have 3 times 1, which is 3 that multiplies 11, I think that is 33. Where we have that one cancelling with that. It's like you have 3 times 1, which is 3 times 1x, which is 3. So you have that negative 3x. Trust me, Langlihe, once you've done with that step, then everything becomes easier because you just want to have all the letters on one side, meaning this to the other side. So you've got x plus 3x, which is equals to 33. It's only this one that goes to the other side. That's why it changes the sign. So you now have 4x, which is equals to that minus that. What is that? Is it 28? I think it's 28. Now we want to remove that 4. So that means that cancels with that. And then we've got x, which is equals to, what will that be, honorable members? 24 divided by, is it 1? Is it 40? No, 6, 7. Guys, what is 28 divided by 4?
7.
It's 7, eh? I think it's 7. Okay. Langlihle, let's see, honorable member. Any questions on that one, or are you happy with that one?
Then
Okay, Busisiwe and Gracie, did you guys see what I've done on that one?
Yes, sir.
No questions I ask you. Okay, then it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I am therefore going to choose for you guys, but also something that I will need to quickly train you on. Let's quickly prove if our answers are wrong or correct. How do we prove? In this case, you see we said our final answer is 7. So that means on the original equation, where we see x, we put 7. You put 7 there, you put 7 there. Then you check if left and right gives you the same answer. If it gives you the same answer, then it means that 7 is correct. If you get different answers, it means that 7 is not correct. Make sure to punch it correctly, and then let me know if you get the same answers or if you get different answers. So that means you need to punch that to prove if that 7 is correct. As soon as you verify, then just unmute and let me know if you got, just let me know if that 7 is wrong or correct. Do you guys understand how to prove, or do you understand what I say you need to do?
So the 7 is right.
The 7 is
Correct.
correct. Okay. I think that is Busisiwe. Langlihle and Grace, what about on your side?
that was correct.
Correct. Okay. Then it's fine. So that's how, okay, still saving. That's how you prove, honorable members. That's how you prove if your final answer is wrong or correct. Okay. And it was saving. So you would do the same even for that 32. But I hope you've got an idea of how you prove if your answer is wrong or correct. So now what I'm going to do It is to therefore choose. Okay, no, it's fine. I'm going to choose same questions for each of you. No, I'll just choose one question and you all do that same question, then you submit and I'm going to check. And the first question that I would like you guys to start with, maybe a warm-up question, okay. Can you guys start with that question number 4? Let me do this so that you can clearly see. Guys, copy that question number 4 and start working on it. As soon as you are done, you therefore send me photos via WhatsApp inbox. I want to see how you write and all of that. Just make sure to use not to use a pencil. Don't use a pencil because when you take photos and you send, it's not clear to see. Guys, did you hear the instruction? Did you hear what I'm expecting from you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 100%. I'll just be waiting. And Langlitle confirmed. I hope it is the same for everyone. Okay, Busisiwe, I'm about to check your answer. Let's see. So remember, guys, you are not necessarily forced to use my method. In case if you were taught differently, you can do it that way, but just make sure to prove your answer if you don't get the correct answer, or if it doesn't prove to be correct, then do it my method and test it again. And let's see, possessive way, you've got that, yes, that, yes, that comes in that, yes, that, yes, yes. I do agree with this way, possessive way. I'm also happy with your handwriting. Everything is clear there. Just make sure to keep it that way, honorable member. Everything has to be clear in that way. And again, way, when it comes to fractions, you are allowed to use two lines. So that first line can be for your numerator, and then along that blue line that separates the line, that's where you can have your fraction line. Then at the bottom, you have your denominator there. Okay, let's see. Grace, see that, that. Yes. I do agree with that one. And let's see. Okay, let's give Langlish some time to finish and submit. Okay, just to avoid keeping you guys waiting. Okay, honorable member must have copied that one. Okay, this is another one that you need to start working on. Bosisiwe and Gracie, can you see another one that you need to start working on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Langlihle, are you still working on it?
Yes, I'm still doing it. I'm just asking a little bit.
Okay. Okay, let's see what Langley has done. I've got that. That. Okay, that. And then that, yes. That, yes. That, yes. That, yes. Yes. That is 100% correct, honorable member. You can now move on to the next one. Langlihle, you are now on number 6, ne? Okay, let's see. Lucy has submitted. Let's see what you've done, Lucy. Okay, that one you have that and that and that. Lucy, did you try to prove that a final answer?
Sir, let me do it quickly.
Okay, let's see what Grace has done. Number 6. Grace, just remember to either circle that 6 or put a dot there, just so that it doesn't seem like that number 6 is part of the equation. Just remember that, honorable member. Then you have that by that by that, and that. Yes. And then, yes, you divide by that to remove it. And that. Okay. Did you prove it, Gracie?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. Okay, Grace, I'll be waiting for you to prove it. Langlihle, are you also working on that number 6?
Yes, I'm doing it. I'm still doing it.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I did prove it.
Okay, I'm not happy with something there, Gracie. Your answer may be correct, but there is something which I'm not happy with there. You need to quickly attend to that. You see, when you multiply by 3 over 4, can you see that A, where you wrote that A?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that A, when you look at it, it's 3 over 4A. That A, it's not supposed to align with 4, rather have it in the middle, or it must align with 3. It must align with the numerator and not the denominator. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so just make sure of that one, Busisi. You can also put a dot in between. It will be fine because it will show that it is actually that fraction multiplying that A. But that A, definitely, it has to be in the middle of that fraction, or it must align with the numerator. But otherwise, everything is correct. I do agree with, not just agree, but I fully agree with what you've done there. Okay, so now we will therefore jump on to another one. Okay, Langlihle has submitted there. Okay, so number 8, it is what you guys are going to be working on. Let's see. That number 8 is another one that you need to work on. Okay, let's see what Langlihle has done. Bring that. Okay. And have that, multiplying that, and that, and that. And then that, and that. And that, and that. Short and straightforward. Short and straightforward. Langlihle, that one is 100% correct, honorable member. I do like your approach on that one. It really shows that you're just proving that there are many ways to kill a cat. Okay, there is another one that you guys need to work on. It looks like somewhere is where we are getting. I do not know exactly where is that, but we are definitely getting somewhere, honorable members. Number 8 is what you need to quickly work on. Okay. Posisiwe submitted. Posisiwe, I hope you did test if the answer is correct or not correct. I'm going to be checking very soon. Okay, let's see what this is done. Okay, we've got that times that, that times that. Okay. Grace is submitted. Okay, I'll check Grace. And we have LCD part. And that, yes, that. Okay, that little submitted. Then we have times that is negative 16. Posisiwe, I'm looking at your first step there. Can you see you have minus and you still have negative 30 there?
Yes, sir.
Posisiwe, can you see what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yes, even though on the next step, what's happening on the next step? It looks like it has been corrected. But do you notice there is a problem with that one, Posisiwe?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you take this to the other side, then that to the other side, yes, and it gives you that over that. And then did you test that final answer if it's correct? Okay, let's see what Grace has done. Same answer as that other one. Okay, it's fine. Let's see. You said that by that, that by that, that by that, and then you just said the whole of that you divided by 1. Yes, another good indication that different approaches can be applied, and then you just cross multiply, then that to the other side, one side that. Gracie, I'm very much happy with that one. Let's see what Langley has done. That by that, that by that, yes, and then that, by that by that, yes, and then that there, yes, that there, yes, then we remove that, yes. I'm very much happy with that one, Langley. Just as okay. Now let's talk, honorable members. Why are you not getting these things wrong? Because I don't get happy when you get everything correct. What's happening? Are you guys getting help somewhere there?
No, sir.
So,
Are you not using GPT? What? I don't trust you, honorable members. I don't know why. Let me just...
No, sir.
Trust me when I say if you take one of these problems that we did and you give it to someone in grade 10, 11, or 12, they won't even know where to start honorable members. They definitely won't know where to start. And the trickness in that lies with you knowing how to deal with the LCDs. Okay, then it's fine. I'm going to give you this one as a homework. Hopefully you guys will get it wrong. I'm not going to sleep nicely without you getting something wrong. I think as I prepare for my next lesson with the grade 10 learners, guys, can you please take a screenshot of this? This is the question that I want you guys to quickly work out, and then you're going to submit before you sleep. So that means you'll use the remaining 5 minutes to work on it. Can you guys see the question that I want you to do? Grace, Langlihle, and Busisiwe, can you guys see this question that I want you guys to do?
Yes, sir.
Do you know where to start? Anyone who doesn't know where to start? No one. Okay. Langlihle, did you take a screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gracie, did you take a screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Pussy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. We will leave it here, honorable members, but trust me, you guys did very well in today's lesson. I was hoping you were going to get some wrongs, but you did not. I will just have to investigate why you guys were not getting it wrong. But this one, I'm very much sure that it's going to move you big time. I pray that it moves you big time so that we'll redo it and do more of this type so that you can learn more. But otherwise, if you get it correct, it will be a good indication that definitely somewhere it's where we are getting. So guys, until we meet again, sengiqedile manje. Shokthi sengiphumile manje.